Childhood obesity is a problem for Enfield, with many children being obese or overweight by the time they leave primary school.
25% of children in Year 6 are actually classed as obese.
Enfield does have its problems. It has a challenging health agenda.
I've lived in Enfield for over 30 years and worked in Enfield for a large part of that time. So it's a very good place to live and work in.
I've worked in Enfield for the majority of my career and I love the place. I live here, my kids went to school here. There are currently 19,000 diabetics residing in Enfield. 80% of those diabetics could either better control their diabetes or prevent it by some form of physical activity, such as cycling.
It's quite scary when you look at a class of 38, 9-year-olds, nearly all of them are overweight or obese. And you just look at it and you just think, 20 years ago, that would not have been the case at all. Most people should be able to cycle for journeys that are under 5 miles, and we need to do everything we can to make them able to do that and also to make them want to do that.
Well, guidelines state that we should get about 150 minutes of physical activity a week. But if you were to cycle 10 minutes to and 10 minutes from work, that's quite achievable. And if you do that over the course of a week, then you've achieved it.
Cycle Enfield is a great way to encourage more children to cycle. We know that more children cycling will improve their health, both in the short and the long term.
People just aren't taking enough exercise at the present time. There's a lot of people are tending to work quite long hours and don't always have the time to exercise. The beauty about cycling is for local people, particularly those that don't have too far to go to work, can cycle every day and automatically get their exercise with reduced cost. So it's a win-win situation.
So the Cycle Enfield scheme is great because it addresses our prevention agenda. So the prevention of long-term conditions through modification of lifestyle and diet.
The scheme around Cycle Enfield makes cycling much safer for local residents.
I'd like to see more people in Enfield cycling, and I'd particularly like to see more children cycling so that we don't have children being admitted to hospital who are very overweight.
There's no doubt that Cycle Enfield, as well as all the other initiatives to improve the amount of exercise that our children take, will improve the health of children in Enfield.